Will Arsenal win the league?
You got to love it.
One word.
You're never gonna. They're in the running. You're not gonna get me to commit, but they're certainly.
To one word.
It's about 15 now.
In with a massive chance of winning it. Why not?
Was that a yes?
That's a yes.
That's a yes, right? Okay. Well.
Yeah, it's like a casino. Anything can happen, and something really bad can happen. And you have to navigate through that. I think after the first 15 minutes, we started to dominate the game. It started the second half really well. The first 20-25 minutes, they scored the goal, and from there we lacked more composure, I think, to maintain the ball better, to play in the right areas, to stay more disciplined, because we started to give a lot of unnecessary free kicks away and with bad clearances, and allow the ball in the channels and start to generate set pieces, and they are really, really good at it. So credit to them as well, for sure.
And there he is, the man himself, heading over towards us, Keith Andrews, after that point against Arsenal tonight.
Well played.
Well done, Keith.
Get this side. Get this side. We've changed what we're doing with set
in
pieces.
charge, obviously.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming out again at the end. Just before the game, you said you were hoping there would be a bit of chaos out there. Did you get exactly the game you wanted tonight?
I didn't get the win, but yeah, I thought we were excellent against a top team with brilliant individuals. First half, the way we approached it, got control of the game, created better opportunities in the first half. Second half, Odegaard coming on changed the dynamics of it and how they play. Obviously, they had control of it for 15-20 minutes, and then I felt we were excellent for the last 30 minutes of the game and looked the team likely to win.
What about that reaction after going behind from your players? Because straight away you were down the other end with chances of your own and got that equaliser 10 minutes later.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, Linz, to be honest. I see it every day from them. The attitude, the application, the intent and the character and the resilience that we have as a group, I think, again, from the start of the season has grown and grown, and it was something we deserved, clearly.
I was just talking about the character there, Keith. You know, like for me, that doesn't feel like an accident, that you've got good people through the door. I mean, how much of that does come from the recruitment of it? You know, how much does it go into the character of the player as well as the ability?
Yeah, listen, ability is one thing, and as you both know, that brings you to a point. But I think as a team and as a collective, you need good people. So when the chips are down, you know, there's a lot spoken in this day and age about lack of leadership. I see it on a daily basis, the way players lead by example. I was guilty of it, shouting nonsense really as a player, just motivational nonsense. Whereas,
Do you know, I'm not
even going to argue with that. There was enough yellows given out today.
Yeah,
and it felt like that was another one.
It kind of felt,
isn't it?
I don't know how you felt, because you profited from it. But did you feel this referee was kind of like, well, whatever happens in the box, do what you want. Outside the box, he was giving a lot of fouls, a lot of yellows. Were you feeling that?
I just feel like the first few fouls always set the bar for how they referee the game, and there's always that. I think inside the box today, I was really happy with our movement. I was really happy with our body language. There's a lot made, obviously, of Arsenal set pieces. We're not so bad ourselves.
Well, and certainly not, because Man City, the only one of the top six who've actually come here and got a win this season. What does that say about the mindset of your players?
Yeah, it's impressive. I think it goes back to what you were saying about the type of people that we have here that want to push, want to really strive to achieve something. It's a young group, really. If you take Jordan out of the equation, he probably tilts the average age by a few years. There's a lot of young players looking to make the way and are constantly learning at the toughest level of world football. So they're just a pleasure to work with on a daily basis. I look at other groups sometimes. I wouldn't particularly want to manage other groups. The way I see, you know, the way the game is now, and the way maybe managers are the first to go in certain scenarios, whereas I think what's been built here for years and years, the culture, the togetherness, I'm big on that. I wanted to maintain that in the summer and then enhance it, and I feel we've done that. You've
got a very different test next because it's Macclesfield, but you're on 40 points now in the league, so you haven't got to worry about the league at the moment, so you can go strong. Are you going to target a good cup run? Yeah, we target the League Cup. We went to the quarterfinals and that. We took that very seriously, utilised the squad. Manager's been the first to go, but Brentford...
I think it's, do you know, I find it really refreshing because of the way that he's come into the game, and he may have felt he's gone into the punditry world, and he had a couple of jobs, didn't he, as a coach, did one with Martin O'Neill, and suddenly he's come in and he's embraced it, and maybe he appreciates things a little bit more. And he's doing a lot. He's giving a lot of praise to his players the whole time. We heard those reactions, didn't we, afterwards they interviewed the players. And he's getting results. And he's built on an incredible platform, there's no doubt. And this club's really well run in terms of its recruitment. And look at the strikers they've had, Ivan Toney, Thiago. They just sold 2 last season. Incredible players that they're getting through the door. But you've got to be able to work with them and you've got to improve them. And he's certainly doing that.
But do you think the club itself gives managers the platform and all the tools that they need to thrive?
Yeah, I mean, this club, for instance, a player might not get in another Premier League club, no one's ever heard of him. They'll give him a chance here and they give him a platform to go and play. And when you listen to Lewis Potter talking after the game there, he tells us how good we are every day. There's a lot to be said for that. Just telling, if someone tells you how good you are, it builds your confidence. You're like, yeah, I can go out there. We've got Arsenal today, but I'm as good as them. And I think there's a lot to be said of the man management skills. And I think that's kind of responds to criticism consistently.
Do you know what? You guys are great.
Yeah, I know that, Liz.
It is confidence. I mean, people will say, what was my role in the Arsenal team? I was just spinning plates, telling people how good they were all the time. And the better they played, the less I had to do.
They weren't bad, though, Martin.
They weren't bad. They weren't bad. The Vieiras and Henrys.
Martin is the hype man.
Ian Wrights. But honestly, even those great players need to be told, repeatedly told. And that's what the manager, obviously it's working for this manager.
Does he inspire you to get into coaching?
No, I think I'm too late.
There's a job at Spurs.
Too late. Unless I go as
Spurs job. It's available, Martin.
Can't do that. No. I've turned it down already.